Hi everyone, Velvet here. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to everybody who's been buying my ebook. You have been blowing it up like crazy since December, and not just one, like several of them. So I appreciate the love and support, but I also appreciate being heard. I do want to come on here and say that I've gotten a lot of DMs and I've tried to answer a lot of y'all. I really have. But one of the constant things I keep getting asked is if I do mentorship, help people get remote jobs. And I just want to clarify. Hell no. You do not need any type of mentorship paid for anybody to help you get a remote job. Well, technically you do, but I'm gonna explain. Any of the jobs that you've had, regardless if you never worked remote, maybe you've been a cashier, retail, manager, etc. Those are all transferable skills. And I'm gonna tell you what one of my mentors told me before. Lie on your resume. Zhuzh it up a bit. Was doing inventory? Okay, cool. That means you also was doing budget management. You gotta use the right words, people. One thing that helped me a few years ago is that I paid for someone to do my resume. Now, ChatGPT and AI and all them stuff can get you but so far. But to let you know, there is a system that hiring managers use to basically filter out resumes. I believe it's called ATS. That's the system that your resume is being filtered through. And most of the time, if you don't have the targeted words that they're looking for, your resume is not touching the hiring manager's desk. So what I did, I went on Upwork and went through all the resume creators. I made sure to put the ATS system, resume, all that stuff in the search engine and then filter through the resume creator. Now, I'm not going to tell you which person I use because I don't do free promo, but go through the lists of all the resume creators, make sure that they used to be a hiring manager, check their reviews, make sure they're up to par. Probably gonna spend between 100 to 250. That's an investment. Do it. It's also understand that if you've never worked remote, you're gonna have to start from ground zero. Now, for the people who have really good careers, you just gotta find your niche, whether that's a project manager, client success manager, etc., etc. Pay that resume person to gear your resume to that title that you want by using your past experience. Also lie. Tell them what you want and they will do it. Now, a few years ago, I started compiling up real remote companies that hire all the time. And I took the knowledge that I have and put that in the ebook. That ebook is $1.99. Now, you can go find it yourself. I promise you can. But if you want to, it's there. Now, what I do now is I work for myself. Am I a little bit of control freak? Yes. The pandemic spoiled me. Having a job spoiled me. I like working when I want to, where I want to. So that goes on and spills into my other ebook, the 1099 contract jobs, which is also remote work. You choose the shift, you choose the hours, you choose the days, and you do contract work with any company that is technically hiring. So basically, there's a contract hiring company, and then they kind of have different companies like Nike, any healthcare company who need workers, and then you are hired for them. But that ebook, $7. And what I also like about 1099 is that I know a lot of people are still trying to look for like part-time work. That's what this is for me. Okay, you get to choose the hours that the company provides you. So if it's a job that's 24 hours, guess who has that little overnight job? Guess who has that, early morning job that they need? And again, you can look it up and find it too, or you can pay for the ebook. I'm just trying to give you options because I had a hard time finding work like 2022. So I was finding everything. I was Googling crazy. And in 2024, I was like, okay, I got a remote job, plus my content creation that pays me nicely. I'm gonna get up out of here. Then I moved to Thailand. Then I stayed a long time in Bali as well. Check my posts. And me personally, if you work remotely, it shouldn't matter where you are. A lot of remote companies won't hire in a certain state, let alone out the country. But what they don't know won't hurt them either. So that's why I also made another ebook where you learn how to take your remote job with you. Incognito. And that guide, $14.99. But you can also find it out yourself, like I did. But if you don't want to, the links are in my bio. So again, everything is in my bio. I hope I answered a lot of y'all questions. As someone who has had mentorships, you do not need one to get a remote job. So, good luck.